Never have I seen a One Piece character do so much and yet get constant hate. Kid has done and shown more than the vast majority of One Piece characters, but still gets disrespected because many people don't like him and because of a certain red-haired rat. I personally don't hate Kid, and I really like his dynamic with Killer in Wano with the whole smile situation, but out of the monster trio he is the least significant. If you enjoyed this, please consider liking and subscribing, but without further ado, let's get into it. Now the first reason Kid gets downplayed is quote unquote, Law and the supernova carried him, which I can understand, and I personally believe Law did more in the raid, but to say Kid was carried is just straight cap. This guy went toe to toe with both Hybrid Kaido and Big Mom. Big Mom in particular was just overwhelmed and ultimately lost against Kid with the combined help of Law. In terms of being carried, this is just completely false, as although Law did most work with critically injuring Big Mom with Shockwheel and Puncture Wheel, Kid compensated with his continuous railgun attacks and his weaker but more often attacks. And for those of you who think Zoro and Sanji scale above Law and Kid, this is just false, as Kid and Law are just superior on most stats and have much better portrayal in being Luffy's rival, the three of them having 3 billion berry bounties and clashing and defeating Yonkos, as opposed to Zoro and Sanji defeating Yonko commanders. Now hey, Luffy did much more in the raid, and they don't deserve the same bounty as him, but obviously this bounty is to portray the rivalry route Oda has taken. Second of all, people downscale Kid because he got one-shotted by Shanks. Oh wow, Kid got one-shotted by Shanks. Oh wow, Oden ate that commissary but Kid got fodderized. Now let's be honest, your favorite character would have faced the exact same outcome as Kid. Law, Zoro, Sanji and even Luffy would have got one-shotted. Kid just so happens to be the one facing Shanks. In my opinion, the only way you would downscale Kid from this is if you really thought Kid was remotely relative to the top tiers of One Piece, like a Kainu, Shanks and Mihawk to name a few. I'm not downplaying Shanks, of course. One-shotting a 3 billion berry bounty man is insane, but Kid's outcome was determined from the start. Oden tanking Roger's commissary and Kid not being able is not a good argument either. First of all, Roger was not going full power. This could be seen as after Roger hit Oden with the commissary, Roger and Whitebeard proceed to fight. Their clash proceeds to literally start breaking up the island from their haki clashes alone. Second of all, Kid had to tank both Shanks' commissary and the railgun's power from it exploding from Shanks' attack. Ain't no way you're telling me Oden is tanking a full power commissary and the force of Kid's charged up railgun. Shanks also knew Kid's threat and the damage he would have done with his future sight, further proving my point. This guy has had no training at all with relation with haki either, while the likes of Luffy and Zoro are getting trained by the likes of Rayleigh and Mihawk. Kid has insane potential in my opinion, and it would be a shame if he were to die after what Shanks did to him. But yeah, that's all for today. If you enjoyed this, subscribe, leave your opinions in the comments, but yeah, peace.